Computer networks are the systems that enable different devices to send and receive information. Networks rely on many different parts, from routers to switches, hubs, and modems, as well as cables and connectors like Ethernet and fibre optic cables. Understanding the technical details behind each of these components gives you better knowledge of our increasingly connected world. If you've ever worked in an office, you've probably used a computer that was plugged into a wall socket. This is what is called a wired connection. Wired internet connections are generally faster and allow for quicker data transfers between devices as compared to wireless or Wi-Fi. While physical cables are less common in today's world, where laptops and smaller devices are king, they do provide more reliable connections as all data travels through a separate port. Wired connections also make it more difficult for unauthorized users to access your information, which can be an issue when using Wi-Fi. You may ask, why do less people use wired connections if they are faster and more secure? The main reason is installing a wired network in a building involves installing many cables throughout wall cavities, which can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. Wired connections also don't give the flexibility of being able to pick up your laptop and move from room to room. Wireless or Wi-Fi networks cut out the middleman with a through-the-air connection. To connect, you only need to know the network name and the password, and you're instantly connected. Wireless connections let you walk and talk so you can move from room to room within a building seamlessly, as your device can automatically switch to the best connection available. This ability for a laptop or any wireless device to maintain a Wi-Fi connection while moving around a building is generally due to a technology known as roaming or handoff. This is the same concept that allows your mobile phone to stay connected to a call while you're moving between cell towers. Here's a simple explanation of how it works. If a building has multiple routers or connection points, your laptop will search for available Wi-Fi networks. Your device identifies the network, and if it has the correct password stored, it will connect to the router with the strongest signal. Routers are like traffic stop-go systems of the digital world, controlling the flow of connectivity. On the downside, wireless or Wi-Fi networks can be a bit flaky. High levels of interference from other electronic devices or even physical objects such as concrete walls can reduce the quality of your connection. Wireless networks also have slower data transfer speeds compared to wired networks, which can be frustrating when you're trying to download the latest video game. Now, if you're like me and you are interested in knowing a little bit more about computer networks, stay with me as there's still more to learn. Personal area networks, or PANs, connect devices that are super close to you, like your phone, smartwatch, and headphones. PANs usually cover a small area, maybe a room or a workspace. Local area networks, or LANs, connect devices within a limited area like a building or a small group of buildings, perfect for sharing resources like printers or high-speed internet access. Metropolitan area networks, or MANs, are networks that connect several LANs within a metropolitan area and provide fast connections for city services, businesses, and more. Wide area networks, or WANs, are the biggest of the big, covering an entire city or even stretches across the globe. The internet itself can be considered a massive WAN. So there you have it. Wired, wireless, routers, PAN, LAN, MAN, and WAN networks. You too can sound like a computer boffin when you call your provider help desk when your connection is running slow.